Now we are here as a multi-agency team trying to look at measures we need to put in place to upscale the fight against illicit alcohol and drug use. And with me is a team from the Ministry of Interior, the National Police Service. Then there are a number of other agencies, including the Kenya Revenue Authority, the Kenya Bureau of Standards, the Anti-Counterfeit Authority. And what the team is looking at is, first of all, is to have a review and make an assessment on the numbers in terms of the spread across the various regions, looking at the various substances that are being abused, but also looking at the effects of those substances on wananchi. And there will be a validation exercise that is also being conducted before we are able to formally release the results of those assessments and surveys. And more critically, we are already into the festive seasons. We have Christmas coming up, and then of course the New Year. And there is expectation that there will be a spike in the increase of substance abuse, and hence the need for the various teams that are convening here today to come up with the measures and the mechanisms of ensuring that we have this under control. This includes issues around compliance, so that if we have facilities that operate as spaces for selling the alcohol, they are properly licensed, the measures on quality control are in place, that whatever alcohol that is being sold, whatever drugs, whether it's tobacco, meet the requirements of the law. And this is not to make it difficult for businessmen who are involved in this trade, but just to ensure that they operate within the provisions of the law. Thank you, and I'm sure you'll be hearing from us as the discussions go on, and also as we go about the enforcement exercise across the country. Thank you.
See you. You have a question? Maybe yes. Are you able to comment about this circulation on Al-Shabaab in the country? Maybe there are some other places that have been mentioned in South Sea, South B. Maybe what's your take or comment on that circulation?
I think for now, what we need to do and what we are doing with our security agencies is to work around the clock to ensure the safety of Kenyans. Of course, like I've mentioned, we are in the festive season, and there's a possibility that various groups might want to take advantage of that to disrupt the holiday season. But you have our assurance as the officers of government to work closely with the public to ensure that Kenyans are secure. And of course, from time to time, when it's necessary, we'll be making communication just to update the public on the challenges we are facing, but also on the measures we are taking to ensure that Kenyans are safe.
So is it true there is a threat?
I wouldn't say there is a threat as it is for now, but like any other festive season, you know, ordinarily Kenyans are supposed to be going about their businesses to relax, and there's a likelihood that other elements might want to interfere. Just like we are talking about the illicit use of drugs and alcohol, there's a tendency that there will be a spike in that consumption, and it's the responsibility of us as government to ensure that that is done within the provisions of the law, and to just ensure that Kenyans are okay. Thank you. Yeah.
Very good.
Okay. See you.